Hey friends, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Welcome back. Today is day 20 and our prompt word for Junk Journal January is nature. And I'm excited about this one. I have an idea of what I want to do, so let's kind of jump into it. I hope you're all doing well and finding yourself in your crafty space. I just got back from a lovely dinner with my mom. I took her out to a pub and we got her nails done, so a little hard to see, but these are my Valentine nails. They've got some little hearts on them, so that was fun. We did that, and yeah, just went took her to a little like clothing consignment shop. We checked that out, and then we took her to a pub for dinner, and then yeah, then we headed home. So now I'm ready to get started on all my crafting goodness here. So what I was thinking for today, I have these old dies from, again, my card making days, and this set I know I got from AliExpress. I kind of liked it because it looked like little Polaroid photos, and I definitely need to incorporate these more into my journals. I think they would be a lot of fun to work with. But today I'm going to use them in a different way. I thought we would make our own nature specimen cards. So I am using those dies, and I have die cut out a couple here. I did one, I wanted to do one of the big one. So I cut out two for that because we need to sandwich them together with some acetate and the image that we're using. And then I cut some of these smaller ones. And yeah, I just thought we'd kind of play with these. And then I'll show you as well how to make them even without a die. Let's start without a die first. Okay, I'm just going to grab my trimmer and some scrap paper. So what you will need is, if you don't have a die cut, you will need likely a punch of some sort. So it can be circle, it can be oval, or it can be square. There's rectangle ones as well. But you want to make sure that whatever chomper, what is this called? Die cut thing. You know what I mean. I can't remember the name of these anyways. It's been a long day, people. Whatever you're using is going to be big enough for the image that you want to put inside. Okay, so I have some butterflies here that we could potentially use. But if I chose something like this, you can see it's going to be too big. Sorry, and I know there's a glare from the light. But see, that would be too big. That would be too big for that one. So these ones, we'd have to use something quite small. Maybe something like this, right? That would fit in there. Would it fit in this one as well? Yes. So you just have to make sure whatever you want to put inside is going to be small enough for that. And then it really is as simple as, let's do, does this have the size on it? It does not. Let's try cutting this. We'll do 2 3-inch strips. So this is 3 by 4 1/4 is what we're going to do to start off with. So 3, and it's 4 1/4 this way. And we'll cut that again at 3 because we need 2 pieces to sandwich together. Okay. And then you need to put them together. So I've got both of the pieces together because I need to make sure that whatever I am punching out, punches, that's what they're called. Knew it would come to me. That they're in the exact same spot for both so that they line up. Okay. Put that in there. And I'm just trying to get it somewhat centered, which is always a little difficult with these. That looks about right. Oh, and it's a little hard to punch with that thicker paper, but it still works. And we have these little cute pieces that we can decorate And, you know, they'd be great paper clip covers. Little tiny pockets. I mean, we can still use these, so I'm going to save them. All right, so from here, you can see this is a bit wide. It's a bit wider than this one, which is good because this one's going to be a bit difficult to glue the acetate with. But this one is great. And we have room that we could stamp, or we could put a label, that sort of thing. So that's good. So let's start with this one. And I do want to ink it up. Give it a little bit of a distress look, because that's what I like. So yeah, these are super easy to make, but they're really cool to add to a journal, especially like a nature type journal. And so you can print, I pulled out my pressed flowers. I've got some butterflies. You can even use your own, like I've been saving this little piece here. Remember that from one of my, I think it was from our foliage, you know, can't say that word. You know, I could actually laminate that now that it's dry, and it could go inside, you know, one of these, maybe the bigger one, right? Could go in there, just laminate it and then cut around the laminating and sandwich it between. That's an option. If you don't have acetate, laminating sheets work well. Yeah, you don't even have to, it doesn't even have to be nature elements. I've actually put a penny in there before for one of my journals. I found the year of the birth of the person for a penny, and I put it in there because that's their lucky penny, because it's got their year of birth. So you can do something fun like that. You can do stamps, like postage stamps. You can put them in there, you know, just whatever you think could be fun for a specimen card. I'm more of a traditionalist, so I like to use just nature type stuff, really. So I had to put these together to make sure that I was inking the right side, because I want both sides inked up. You could do this with pattern paper too. I'm just using some of that creamy or buff cardstock. I think it's called buff. Not quite white, not quite cream. There we go, just ink that up a wee bit. All right. Then I have, many moons ago, Michael's was having a sale on these clear acetate sheets. They're 12 by 12, so I grabbed a bunch of these. So I have lots of acetate to use. Again, you can use plastic packaging like this, laminating sheets, whatever you have really kicking around that is clear. That's got a bit of structure to it. I find if it's too flimsy or flexible, it doesn't hold up as well. Now, ideally, you're going to want 2 sheets of this, but you could also just do 1 to give it that look, and just glue the image on the underside. That's, you know, it works too. So let's figure out how we want to do this one. I think I can get 2 pieces out of here. Let's try these. Let's see, this is about 4 inches, and then this is 2 inches. So yeah, that's just not going to cover both of them, I don't think. Because that's 2, right? I know that's 2 inches. Just under 2 inches, 1 3/4. Okay, I will get 2 out of this, as long as I cut it directly in half. Okay, let's try and see if I can cut it in half. If I was smart, I would use my trimmer, not my scissors, and freehand it. I don't know what I was doing there. Just use your trimmer, Chala. It's much easier. There we go. And if these get too staticky, and sometimes they get a little dirty, I just use an old dryer sheet, and one that's been used, and clean them off, or a dry, this is just a dried baby wipe, and just, yeah, kind of clean it off that way if it's got some stuff stuck to it. Okay, so I am going to, that is, so I will trim a bit off here. Just kind of eyeballing that. Did I leave myself enough room? I did. Okay. So for this, you can use the double-sided score tape like we used yesterday. That Be Creative tape for, we used it for the interactive card because there's different widths of that. I'm going to use my art glitter glue, but I need to be very careful that when I apply it and I press down, it doesn't squidge out into the window. So using a very thin amount. And I'll put this on. And then I'm going to take that dry baby wipe, and then I'm going to push down and out from those edges. So kind of pushing it away from that opening. So if it does squidge, it's going to squidge the other way where there's more paper for it to go. Okay, that's done. Let's find, what do we want to use? Let's use a dried flower on this one. So I have some these vellum or acetate type stickers. These work really well as well because they are transparent. So I think those look great as well. But let's try, I have some wonderful actual dried pieces here. And so these stickers I probably got from, I might have got these from Amazon, but you can get them from AliExpress, Temu, all sorts of things there. Yeah, they're just these floral acetate stickers. But these dried flowers themselves, like these ones I laminated. I got these ones from Amazon. And they come with tweezers, but I don't know where they are, so I'm going to use these ones because I see some peeking out here that I don't want to get wrecked. Yeah, I've got a bunch. Like look at those greens. Gorgeous. Kind of like these purple ones. I think I want to go purple. Why not? Maybe this one. That one is quite pretty. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, we can do that, although I have it on the wrong side. So make sure that you're going to be putting it on the proper side. Do I want to add any other ones? Let's see, I like these little, these are so delicate. I'm so worried about wrecking them. So I want to be really careful. Maybe we'll put, if I do that, I really like this guy. So if I did that there, and then this kind of in behind, but I need like about 3 of those in order for it to, I think, look right. Turn them around the proper, oh, see, oh, shuzzbud, I broke it. Okay. I'll still use it somehow, just not for this. Gotta be super delicate with these. Okay. And then if I put that in there, how is that going to look? Come on. I think I might just like it with the little pink flower sprig, to tell you the truth. I think that is just, it's pretty enough on its own that, yeah, I'm just going to use that. I think that's pretty enough on its own. Okay, now I get these back in here. Yeah, you get a lot of flowers. I can't remember how much I paid for them, but if you look for like dried flowers on Amazon, they're definitely there. Okay, now I gotta carefully put everything back. And they come with this little, this is just a little moisture thing. I don't know, it takes the moisture out of the flowers, or to keep them from going bad, I think is really what that does. Oops. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll just position that, and maybe I'll just have some washi tape here. No one's going to see that, just to hold it down in place while I get this other piece sorted out. There's my other piece of acetate. I should have measured that other one, but that's okay. Cut it about here. My very precise finger measuring. And let's glue. Uh-oh. My glue got stuck up on me here. Yeah, that side. And hopefully I've got the glue in the right location. Again, when I'm pushing kind of down into the side away from that opening. And then from there we just apply our glue all around the edges. Now to dress this up, or to go the extra step on this, which I'm not going to do right now, I might do it later, is once you glue this down, you can sew around the edge. I'm not going to on this one. All right, so there's one. Now we still have to decorate it, so we're going to save the decorating to the end. Let's get the other ones made quickly, and then we'll decorate. And I'm just going to grab a little drink here. Much better. Okay, so you guys have any big plans this weekend? Got anything going on? I have my massage today. Very excited about that. Actually, I'm filming this a day ahead, so I'll have my massage the day that you see this. So still looking forward to it nonetheless. Okay, this one will definitely be trickier because we have such a fine edge around here, but it's still workable. We're still gonna make it work. Yes, we are. And I may even just glue this whole thing down onto the acetate. I think instead of trying to make a piece that'll fit that tiny window, I think this is probably the easier way to go. So let's try that. Okay. A little bit of glue there. The glue does clean off pretty easy off this acetate, which is good. And then I might as well glue this one down and cut them both out. Oh, let's do it on the right way. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just glue all of them down at once. And then I can cut them out all at once. Little tedious, but so worth it. Now I didn't ink these ones. Oops. Not the end all be all. I can still ink them up a bit here with my little blending brush. Then I'll just clean off the acetate. Really just want to get that inside bit. Actually, that's probably a lot easier way to do it than the way I was doing it with the other sponge dauber, to tell you the truth. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am just going to pause this, glue these down, cut them out, and then I'll come back because you guys know how to glue and how to cut. So we'll just speed this process up a little bit for you. Okay, I'll be right back with a magic of video with all of these cut out and done. Okay, so I've got them all put together. So just like I did this first one, I just glued the acetate to each piece and then sandwiched the little floral item in between, and there you go. We've got them all done. Now, I did get a little sloppy with my glue, but not to worry, it does dry clear. This one in particular is a acetate sticker. So it worked really well. It looks very realistic. You can kind of see the acetate outline of the sticker. And the back is a little more plain, but I still think it works amazingly. This is this is one of those acetate butterflies, not a sticker, but it was just an embellishment piece. And you can see the glue here, just a little bit, but that, again, that will dry, it'll dry clear. So, you know, I tried to be extremely careful, but like I said, these edges were super thin. Sorry, no, that's got a glare, super thin to begin with. So, but it will dry clear, so not to worry. Again, if you have score tape or double-sided tape, you might want to use that just to avoid any possibility of the glue issue like I have. Okay, so in terms of decorating, this is where you really can go to town. Now, what are we going to use these for, you might ask? Why would you make these? What are they for? Well, decorations, a little interest piece. You can do a tiny bit of journaling on there if you wanted. But yeah, it's to tuck in a pocket. Personally, what I would do, like this is the piece from the florals that I got for Christmas from my daughter's best friend's mom. And so, you know, I might, you know, if I went on a walk somewhere, like I go for a walk in Fish Creek Park, and maybe I found a really cool flower or some greenery or something that I liked, press it, then I can put it in a little, you know, your do-it-yourself slide like this, and then I can journal, you know, what it was. Maybe I can find out what it was and where I found it, and then on a page I can paperclip this to a page and then journal about my walk, and then I can make reference to this particular piece, or you know, what have you. So that's kind of what they're for. I think, I know it's glare, sorry, but they're super cute and a lot of fun. I just love that. Okay, so in terms of decorating, you can add little pieces of scrap paper, so maybe some dictionary page. You can put a little wax seal on there. We're going to do labels, and I think we might actually add some eyelets as well. That might be fun. Sometimes I like to add them to the top. On this one we can because it's a little thicker. These ones obviously we'd have to add them to the bottom of them. I'm using some, I think these are Tracy Fox labels, but I also have some other ones that, I'm just looking through my bins here, that I think actually reference botanicals as well. So let's pull those ones out and see. I'm sure I just saw one in here as I lifted it up, but no, it's not coming to me. Well, maybe they're not in there. Are they in these ones? So this one says specification, identification. Those would be good. Specimen, there you go. So we could use that one. Sample is always good. I think I like this identification one for there. Oh yeah, so here we've got woodland. This is the ones that I was looking for. They're Tracy Fox. Like little definition, seedling, a young plant. I mean, too bad that that's too big for that. It would work for there. What else do we have? Herbaceous, referring to plants with a soft green stem, all parts above ground level die once growth is complete. Don't know if I like it on there, but I like the label itself. This one is forest. That's cool. But this one is kind of neat. I might like that one. Specification for there. Do I have any tiny ones? New York office. That's pretty tiny. Type date approved. That's a pretty cool one as well. Oh, this is nice. From collection, whatever, please stamp inside the box. We could stamp a number in there. Doesn't even have to be a label like that. We can use a number. This one says stock number 55. Could do something like that. And I like that, the green and red together. So let's just add some simple labels to these. But I do think for these bigger ones, I want to include some book page or dictionary page as well. So I'll just head to my scraps here. Oh, shazbut. Oh no. Ow. Sorry. I have a really bad knee and I just, totally jammed it into the desk hard. I hurt my not so funny bone. Ow. Oh, I'll be okay. Don't mind me. I'm just going to cry a little. Okay. Deep breaths. That really hurt. Okay. Let's use some of this. We could put that on there. Just for a little extra something. This is a really delicate book page, so I'm trying to ink it up without ripping it. And I think the best thing to do is use my little trick here with my waffle flower mat. And this little sponge, or not sponge, brush. This is how I like to ink up really delicate papers. It's just easier. Then it doesn't rip, or if it does, it's not going to rip as much as if you were holding it in your hand trying to get it done. Okay. Now this is where we need to, oops, that one's stuck on there. could even do some stenciling on here. I was thinking of what might look cool is like a coffee stain mark. So I'm just trying to decide whether I like that. I think I do. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. I don't know what I'm thinking is going to get better or worse about it as I'm staring at it, but just go ahead and put it down. There we go. And I mean, even if you had some of those gardening books, you know, we had garden the other day, you can cut words out of your gardening book and make your own specimen labels that way. I think that's cute. I do want to add a eyelet to that though. And we do have some motivation coming up on the old phone. Let's see what our motivation is. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. She's actually one of my favorite poets. Maya Angelou is, yes, yes. Good words to remember. Nope, don't like that one. Yes, let's go with that one. Oh, I think I'm going to have a bruise on my knee. I can just feel it now. I really hammered it. I had surgery on that knee, and I've had it like quite a while ago now, but it's still really tender even years later. So every time I bump it, it just, ooh, sends me writhing. This one, I think I can use my smaller one here. And the eyelet, what is the purpose of the eyelet? Well, decoration really. I might even add a little chain to it if I can find them. Put that in there. Oops. Oh. I had two. I don't really want that one. This is the one I had wanted. So let's go with this. That was funny. There's one inside the other. And then crimp it down. Great. So yeah, and then the the back is just blank. I mean, you could decorate this side as well, or you can leave it for, you know, to write a little. There is a little space to journal here. So I'm just trimming this up a wee bit. There, that looks better. Yes, I am liking this. Super cute. Okay. And then I did have a little container here with, oh, I don't know what I did with it. It's those little kind of like ball and chain links. You know what I mean? Sorry, I don't know what I did with them. Isn't that interesting? It's not uncommon for things to go missing, but I swear, again, I literally just saw it. So I don't know. I feel like I see these things and then they're like, oh, she's going to use us. And then they run and hide. Oh, there they are. Haha. These little things, they're like little keychain, I don't know what they're called. Does it say on here? No. ball bead chains. Okay, that's what they are. They're ball bead chains. And I'll just pop this around like this. And you could hang a little charm off of there. You can leave it just like this, but I think that's cute. I like that. Just a little bit of interest. Okay, so we've got one. You know what might be nice on these two? What did I do with that now? I'm thinking about, pardon me, our torn edges bits. Do you remember those? Where we did all those stamping with numbers? Oh, you guys, I really need to clean up my craft space. Well, I don't know there they are. Exactly where I thought they were, but I just didn't look hard enough. So yeah, we could even use some of these little bits that we stamped. Reserved. Ooh, there's a nice number. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'll see what we want to do there. But yeah, I like this. I like this number. So yeah, even pull out your number stamps and play with them. Since we have these little torn edges from our prompt challenge of, what day was that? Torn edges 12. On the 12th. That's when that was. And see, you're wondering like, well, what are you going to use those for? Ta-da! That's exactly what we're going to use it for. And since we had them handy, it works so perfectly. And these would have been pieces that you might have otherwise thrown in the garbage or recycled. But look at us making use of them. I like that. So cute. Okay, 2 down. Okay, I like that, but it needs something there. What does it need? We could put some lace. How do I want to do that? Okay, I have an idea. I do, and I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, I think that's going to be cute. Let's just, for poops and giggles here, why don't we just use our stapler? I mean, I got right through the word identification, but that's okay. So there you go. You can even just staple it. A little piece of ribbon on there. I like that. Okay, so 3 done. Let's put this back. We don't need that. This one, Specimen. Okay. Did a little shoddy job of cutting these out. There we go. Okay. Put that one down. And I think I am actually going to stamp a little number there. Or maybe I can stamp it right in the label itself. What do I have for number stamps? Well, I know I have number stamps. Lord knows I've got number stamps. Just a matter of finding them, of which ones I want to use. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just looking. Oh, I think I want to use... Sorry, I got a whole bunch of stamps out here that I'm trying to rifle through. I don't want to put them on the desk because it likely is going to give some pretty good glare. Let's do that one. 4899. You are specimen number 4899. It just reminds me of, I think it's Monsters, Inc. Is it Monsters, Inc. or their number 4 or whatever? That's cute. Liking it. Liking it a lot. Isn't that adorable? Hopefully my glue dries sooner rather than later. It'll take some time, but it will eventually dry clear. So I'm not going to get twisted up about that at all. Okay, and then we have one more to go. Our beautiful butterfly. Now that one I know is from A Bug's Life. Oh, I'm a beautiful butterfly. Love that movie. I love all Disney movies. I did a workout today on my Supernatural, my Meta Quest 2. It's a virtual reality headset thing, and it was to Disney's villains. It was like all the villain type songs, and I just cracked myself up laughing because the coach, his name is Coach Rainier, he dressed up in a lion's outfit, like makeup and all, like it was fantastic. He was like Scar. Oh, it was brilliant. I was laughing for like the first little bit of my workout, just because I thought it was hilarious what he did. Okay, so where are those pieces? I know what I want. I had those little cloth pieces that I rejected, or did I end up using them? Okay, can't find them. I feel like fabric or something is what I want there. So let's go into our little fabric bag of goodness of scraps from me mum. Okay, green and blue type. Do I have anything that would... Oh, this is kind of... It's like a fall leafy theme. Not really doing it for me. What else do we have? A little piece of green? No. See, this is the hardest part. I mean, making them is easy. It's decorating them. Now that's the tricky part. Let's see. I was originally thinking like a little piece like this. Do I want something like that on there? Maybe this way? Okay. I have my eye on something else. I just saw this scrap laying there. Maybe it would be fun Okay, I don't like that little piece there. Let's trim that off. And give it some ink, right? Ink makes everything better. I don't know if my stamp pad is getting dry again, or it's just not, it's not giving me the color I want. So I'm going back to my Distress ink. And yes, I just used the same ink dauber for my Distress ink that I did for my oxides. Yeah, this is what I want. Feeling a little darker these days. Okay. I'll put, yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Just a little bit of something for fun. And I left my glue open too long. Now it's going to be cantankerous. There we go. Right there. And put our little label on. So yeah, you can decorate these any way you like. You can leave them plain too. You don't even have to decorate them if you're not feeling it. You know, just get them made and then decorate them another day, or, you know, put on specifically maybe what you want for a particular journal. That works. You know, just have the frames made up, ready to go. All right, well, let me just kind of get myself cleaned up here. And of course, there we go, I lost my pin. So let's take a look at our little nature specimen cards. So yes, if you go out in nature and you find something that looks pretty along the way or makes you remember, you know, that moment, definitely can, you know, save it and make a little specimen card out of it. And these are just so much fun to put in pockets and little tuck spots. Oh, that one's so cute. Is that, no, that doesn't look nice. Let's make it look even nicer. I got a little bit of time to do that. Let's pull out my fancy little foldable faux wood background and see if it, oh, that's much prettier. Look at how cute these are. So adorable. I love them. I think that they turned out great. So that is our video for today, day 20, and hashtag Junk Journal January prompt word nature. I will see you tomorrow for peeking out, and I think I have an idea for that one, but I'm gonna sleep on it and maybe fine tune it in my head tonight. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, or even, you know, that thumbs up button does a world of good for me. It doesn't cost you anything, but helps me out immensely. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and P.S. I love you.